Scroll Sword, welcome back. We just read Titus 1 through 3. Let's focus on chapter 1, 10 through 13, where I've seen some very interesting things. Did you know that Paul quoted a pagan prophet and then said he was actually telling the truth? Titus, he was leading churches on the island of Crete where false teachers were disrupting entire families, entire communities. And Paul, he described them as rebellious, deceptive, and even motivated by dishonest gain. Then he quotes one of Crete's own voices. Cretans are always liars, evil beasts, and lazy gluttons. Paul calls this speaker a prophet of their own. This line is traditionally connected to Epimenides, an ancient Cretan poet and a religious figure. Paul was not saying every Cretan person was automatically evil. He was using a familiar cultural saying to expose the behavior of specific teachers who claimed to know God while living in a way that denied him. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I've seen every pastor do it. I've done it before. Walk out to a sermon with Eminem's Lose Yourself instrumental behind them, talking about, if you only have one shot, one opportunity, I'm just quoting a line from a secular musician. But that lyric perfectly exposes what's happening inside of the church or the sermon. Paul was doing something like that. He wasn't endorsing everything that the prophet, so he called it, believed, but he was recognizing that truth remains true even when it comes from an unexpected mouth. God is not threatened when someone outside the church accurately identifies hypocrisy in it. God can and he will use truth from outside the church to expose lies inside the church. So do not just simply reject something automatically because you dislike the person who said it, whether it was Eminem or Taylor Swift or Donald Trump, whoever it might be. It doesn't matter. It matters, was it truth? Because sometimes criticism hurts because it's cruel. Other times it hurts because it's correct. When someone points out inconsistency in your life, do not waste a moment defending your image, but ask whether God is using an unexpected voice to reveal something you need to confront. Truth does not become false because it came from someone you would never invite to preach in your church, but maturity is being humble enough to hear God, even when he uses a voice you do not expect. Love y'all. See you in discussion room.